Hey everyone, new video here. Today's video will be a bit different. We'll talk about investing and how it's actually the best way to make currency. So you have heard before the riddle, what's better, 1 million right now or 1 penny right now, doubling every day for 30 days. While $1 million looks tempting, if we look at the numbers, we actually come ahead by a lot from doubling the penny every day for 30 days. While in theory it sounds cool, doing this in real life is almost impossible, but in Path of Exile it is due to the fast pace of the game and how fast we can sell stuff. Alright, so I started it with the example I gave with a penny doubling every single day for 30 days. So it starts pretty slow, right? But if we look here, we're already at $10, 20, and so on. And on day 28, as you can see, 1,342,177. Okay, and at the end of the 30 days, we actually have over $5 million. Okay, now let's apply this to chaos instead. So if on day one we have one chaos and we try doubling it every day, see how it goes. And down here, I've put down the number in divines instead. Okay. So if we look at like the numbers get really big, right? But if we look here, we already have one divine, then two divine, four divine, eight divine, 16, and so on, right? So if you can apply this principle into investing stuff and just doubling every day, on day 18, right? On day 18, you will have 524 divine, which is more than what you need for a mage blood. Just starting from one chaos, right? So, how do we do this? First of all, I would say your first couple of chaos or divine should be applied to your character to make it faster, make it better. But then once your character can run, like, let's say whatever your goal is, T16 or whatever mechanic you want to play, then stop investing to your character and actually invest into the doubling numbers. There's a bunch of ways you can actually make that currency and double your gains, but the one I prefer doing is actually crafting. So if you invest, let's say, 4 divines into materials to craft, you want to make sure you get out of it at least 8 divines. And what I mean by getting out of it is not having like items listed at 8 divines, actually having sales for 8 divines. And then you can double that number again. And it doesn't matter if you double your total value by selling a bunch of items at 10, 20, 40 chaos, or if you actually sell items at 2, 3, 4, 5 divine each. As long as you can double the total currency you have, you will be fine. And then make sure you reinvest that currency into some more crafts. And it doesn't matter how you do it. You could be bus carrying if you actually buy, let's say, if you buy Maven Riz at 1 divine each, and you carry 5 people at a time, or let's say 4 people to give it a chance because of you might want to save one portal, right? Well, if you do this and actually make profit every time, and you do this a couple of times, and at the end of the day, let's say you invested 20 divines into Maven Riz, but you got 40 divines out of it, you actually doubled, so you're fine. As I said, my preferred way is crafting, but there's a bunch of ways you can do it. Alright, now let's go back to the numbers. If we start at 1 chaos, it takes time, right? But what we can do is instead start from 1 single divines, which is about 250 chaos, so we'll start on day 9, okay? So let's say this one is our first day instead. If we apply the principle, how long will it take us to get to let's say Mage Blood or 500 Divines. Well, it will only take us 9 days. So as long as you apply this principle, you will be fine. And for sure, the deeper we go into this, the harder it will be to actually make those numbers, because like selling for 1,000 worth of the items worth of divines will be really hard. But like selling for 8 divines in a single day, it's pretty much whatever, right? 16 divines, it's obtainable. But like anything, the deeper you go into it, the harder it will be, and the more time it will take you to do this. Hopefully this helps you, and if you understand the principle and actually aim for doubling your currency every day, you will attain whatever goal you have in mind. As always, take care, guys.